In this video, I'll be sharing with you how to cut this stylish Basque Corset dress. So if this is something you like, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So let's dive right into today's video. So to start, I've marked my shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline for this pattern. So this dress has a basque about 3 inches after the waistline, or 2 inches or 2.5. So anyone you use is still okay, within 2.5 to 3 inches for the bust. So now the next thing you're going to do is to mark out your shoulder. Your shoulder divided by 2, mine is 7, and I'll come down by 1 inch. Go ahead to draw my shoulder slope. Next, I'll find my chest line, which is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, giving me 7 inches. Now, I'll go ahead and draw out a straight line at this point. Next, I'll mark what I have on the shoulder here, and I'll go ahead to connect. After I'm done connecting, I'm going to go ahead to fold my tape into 2, and I will mark. From this point, I'll come out by 1/2 inch, mark my bust circumference divided by 4 at this point. So I'll go ahead to connect from here all to this 1/2 inch and down to my chest line area. So next, you want to mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2. So my nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5. I'll go ahead and draw out a straight line all the way down. After this, I'll place my ruler and connect. After connecting, I'm going to mark a dart intake of 1 inch on both sides. So if you're a plus size, you're going to be using 1.5 inches, or if you're a bit busty, you'll be using 1.5 inches for this pattern. So I'll go ahead and I will connect this, right? After I'm done connecting, we want to go ahead and work on the upper parts. Now you're going to connect from your bust down to your under bust for this pattern. After that, you're going to connect to the other side also. So after you're done connecting, you're going to decide where you want your cup to start. So I'm going to mark 1.5 inches above this side now, and I'm going to go ahead to place my ruler and draw out a straight line. Now extend this all the way up. So what you're going to do next is to mark your dart intake. I'll be marking the same dart intake I used here, which is 1 inch on both sides. Go ahead to connect. After I'm done connecting, I'll come down by 1/2 inch from my chest line, go in by 1/2 inch, and I'll go ahead to connect to draw out this area. So now place your curve through and you're going to connect. So on this other side of your cup, you're going to mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus 1/2 inch. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2 plus 1/2 inch will give me 4 inches, and I will mark. So I'll go ahead to connect this now all the way up, and I'll blend in my cup this way. Right, come up by 1/2 inch. I don't really like my armhole area to be visible, and I'll just connect this way. So after I'm done connecting, I'll go ahead and insert my body measurement. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, which is 33 divided by 4. I have 8.3 inches, and I'll go ahead to add my sewing allowance to it. Now I'll mark my waist circumference, which is 28 divided by 4. I have 7. Measure these 2 inches, that intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. Mark my waist circumference divided by 4, because my waist and under bust is the same thing. I'll go ahead to replace this that intake of 2 inches and add my sewing allowance. Now I'll just go ahead to connect this, and for the basque I'll blend in my dart, and from here I'm going to connect this all the way to the lower part of my pattern. So remember, you're going to have a strap here. So to cut this pattern now, I'll use this also to cut out the back pattern. Another thing you want to consider is the length of your dress. Let's say the length of my dress is 35, my shoulder to waist is 17 inches. So if you take out 17 inches from that 35, you'll be having 18 inches left. So for this dress, also remember that you have a strap on it this way, right? So I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So while cutting here, I forgot to add back my dart intake that I took on this side. So when you're cutting yours, you're going to replace it back. That is, after adding your bust circumference divided by 4, replace this dart intake and add your sewing allowance. So now I'll just go ahead and cut out my pattern. So if you have any question, you can also go ahead and leave it at the comment section. So this is what I have. So when you're cutting out this pattern, let's say after you're done sewing it, you notice like there's a draping on the cup. What you will do is to, after you're done joining your cup, you're going to get another fabric, place on it, and you're going to fold it on it, like to create that pleat on top of the cup this way, and you're going to tack it round the cup. So that is how that part was achieved. So to work on this part of my corset, the back part, I'm going to be using this pattern so that I won't have to mark that or any measurement. So this is the pattern we'll be working with. This is my pattern paper. All I'm going to do is to go ahead to place, and I'll be folding out the basque effect on this pattern. Like, this is the fastest way to cut out your pattern. I'm going to go ahead to trace out what I have now on this part. So from here I'll come down by ½ inch, and I'll go ahead to connect it all the way to the upper part of this pattern. So this is what my back pattern looks like. You don't really need a dart when sewing it up. You just cut it as one piece, then go in by ½ inch here at your zipper and extend it all the way up. So I'm just going to cut this out. So for the lower part of this dress, remember my shoulder to waist is 17 inches. So, and the full length of the dress is 35 inches. If you take out 35 inches from, if you take out 35 inches, if you take out 17 inches from 35 inches, what you're going to have left is 18 inches. So that 18 inches, you're going to cut about 3 yards. That's 18 by 3 yards, which you're going to use to create the gathers effect at the lower part of the dress. And also remember to add your strap for the back.